Business owners, let's be real. When you hear ChatGPT, you think tech nerd stuff. Wrong. If you can text your nephew, you can use ChatGPT. Today, I'll show you 10 prompts that help you get more customers. Think of ChatGPT like an unpaid intern, never sick, never hungry, and smarter than you. So let's get into it. Prompt 1. Who's my customer really? When I started my painting company, I thought my customer was everyone with a wall. That's wrong. If you sell to everyone, you sell to no one. So we're going to put this basic prompt in. You ready? Help me describe my ideal customer for my business. Insert business right there. Include their age, biggest problems, what they want most, and the words they use. Sounds dumb, but this can be amazingly eye-opening. So I did it for Perch Merch, my merch company. And it says usually 28 to 55, old enough to make decisions for the company, young enough to still believe branding matters. And then it has a list of problems, one of them being they've been burned before by bad vendors, means late orders, wrong sizes, logos printed sideways. So I know that's my pain point among these other things. For a roofer, it may say homeowner worried about leaks. For a candy shop, parents buying birthday treats. Vintage store, 20-something wanting to stand out. So that's who your avatar is, right? Now, advanced tip. Don't just stop with the description. Ask GPT to turn your customer into a full story with a name, a daily routine, and frustrations. The more detail you give, the better. Just talk to ChatGPT like you're having a conversation with your head of marketing. The more detail you give, the better. So for my merch company, I'd say I own a merch company in the Midwest, but we ship across the US. We work with businesses from 5 to 500 employees. We focus on branded apparel and promotional products. And then ChatGPT is going to create a spectacular customer profile that actually feels real, not a vague robot profile. Be ready because it's going to give you a ton of information that you're probably not ready for and you never thought of. Okay. So then we're going to move on to prompt 2, which you can just stay right there in ChatGPT in the same thread. And it's what's bugging them, right? Because we don't want to pitch a client on a problem they don't have. That's just awkward. So we're going to prompt it. Here's your prompt. List 10 problems my customers deal with that would make them want my service. And an advanced tip would be to ask GPT to rank those problems by urgency and frequency. Some are just annoyances, but others are what make people call today. Like for plumbers, clogged drains happen a lot, but emergency leaks are urgent, right? Focus where the money actually is. So I did this for Perch Merch, my merch company. It says the number one problem is employees won't wear the company shirts because they're uncomfortable, ugly, or poor quality, making the brand look sloppy. 2, they've been burned by another vendor. 3, managing merch is eating their time. 4, inconsistent branding, so on and so forth. So now you know your client's pain points, and that's what's going to get us really in, right, people? So now we're going to take that information and we're going to use it for the good. So we're moving to posting, right? What do I even post? This is where it starts making your life easier. I've stared at blank screens, panicking over algorithms, just need to post something, have no idea what to post. This is it right here. Your basic prompt is going to say, give me 10 social media post ideas for my business, mix educational, behind the scenes, and customer focused. So for an example, could be like a painter, before and after photos, a candy shop, favorite candy poll, the vintage store, like what's the staff pick. So then if you have you can even get video ideas or picture ideas, or if you already have a picture of a product or a before and after, you can just add it to your ChatGPT thread and say, come up with captions, hashtags for this picture, and give it like a brief description, and then say how you want it. I use dry humor. You can sound professional. You can sound witty. You can do whatever you want. I would say, let your freak flag fly. Be yourself, whoever you are. Behind social media, be on social media. And then you just don't take that list. You ask ChatGPT to organize it into a 30-day calendar with the captions and the hashtags. Suddenly, you're not winging it. You've got a month of posts planned like a coach drawing up plays. People pay good money for this stuff. You don't have to. And then you just run them, and you can always go back for more. It's endless. But what it's going to do is it's going to give you creative descriptions that hit those pain points of your customer, because that's what's going to get them to stop scrolling and remember your company. Prompt 4, cheap marketing ideas, right? I grew perch merch on $0. Broke, but resourceful. A lot of it wasn't my ideas, it was ChatGPT. So our basic prompt is, I have $0 to $100 for marketing my business. Give me 3 ideas. And it could come up with, like, for roofers, it could say testimonial videos. For the candy shop, it could say free samples. For the gym, it could say member transformation content. So advanced tip, after you get ideas, ask ChatGPT to rank them by cost, time, and payoff. A free testimonial takes minutes, but builds trust. Free samples take more time, but get foot traffic. Seeing the trade-offs in a chart helps you stop wasting time on the wrong things, right? Okay, prompt 5, make me sound smart. This is a good one, right? I use this multiple times a day. So the prompt is, explain insert topic to me so I can explain it to my customers simply, like a human, like understanding. So a roofer could say, explain why roofs leak to me so I can explain it to my customers simply. If there's a coffee shop, why beans taste different. Candy shop, dark chocolate benefits. So the advanced tip would be, after ChatGPT explains, ask it for 3 analogies, because people remember stories, not jargon, right? So like the coffee bean one, ChatGPT will say, it's like wine, same grape, different vineyard, different taste. Now you sound like an expert without cramming for a science test. Okay. And then we're going to move on to prompt 6. Prompt 6, catchy emails and text, right? So I once wrote an email so bad, even my mom didn't open it, right? Like, I am not a good writer, not a compelling writer either. So we're going to use ChatGPT. And here's the basic prompt. Write me 5 subject lines and 1 email about an offer we're doing, right? Keep subject lines under 50 characters. Like, you can literally tell ChatGPT how long you want stuff. So examples, yoga, 2 spots left. Plumber, it would be, write me 5 subject lines and 1 email about your sinks crying again. Candy shop would be, your sweet tooth called. So advanced tip, tell ChatGPT to give you 2 versions of each subject line so you can A/B test. Curiosity versus urgency, funny versus serious. Send half one, half the other. Then you'll know what your customers actually click. And so what I actually do is I write my own email, whether it be a CRM or to an outreach, doesn't matter. I will write the email of the things that I want in this email and what it to basically say. Then I copy that into ChatGPT and say, make this sound 10 times more interesting. If you have to shorten it, shorten it. Make sure you keep retention for the whole email. Make it educational, dry humor, and fast-paced. And it will rewrite my email to sound so much better and more intriguing than I ever could write an email. And I use that so many times a day. And another thing I use every day is my prompt 7, which is talk like a human. So the basic prompt is, here's my text. And you would put whatever text you were about to respond to a text to, or send out a cold outreach, warm outreach, whatever it is. Before you send it, you can either have ChatGPT write that text, or, like I just said, kind of half write it of what you want to say, and then have ChatGPT rewrite it. Rewrite it to be friendly, simple, and human. That's also key, right? Because it will change stuff. For example, if you're a boutique and you have a fall sale, it could change that to fall drop is here, which sounds a lot better. Or plumber, our services are available. And ChatGPT would change it into sink gurgling, we'll fix it. So advanced tip on this was, after ChatGPT cleans up your email or text, ask it to rewrite in different tones, professional, casual, funny, then feel each one out on what you want to send. Some customers want buttoned up, others just want to laugh. You got to feel that out or know your customer. I've learned funny wins with my audience, but you don't have to guess. Let the data tell you, right? Prompt 8, handle the no's. Okay, the objections. So the basic prompt is, we're just going to get ahead of the game here. List 5 objections to my service and write short, friendly replies, right? These things haven't even happened yet, but ChatGPT is going to tell you what the common objections for your business are. So an example, boutique, too expensive. So you're going to give budget options. A plumber, tried before, didn't work. So you're going to reply with, start small. So advanced tip, ask ChatGPT to role play. That I know, I just said that. And I'm telling you, it's like training, right? Tell it, pretend you're the customer saying no, and I'll practice. It's like sparring before a fight. You practice without losing the real estate. And then next time someone pushes back, like in person, you'll sound confident instead of panicked. Because again, if we have no sales, we have no shame. We have to be able to take the no. You have to take the no's in order to get to the yes. And the yes is what's going to keep going. So you ignore those no's a lot easier every single time. I'm going to put out an episode about this and how to do outreach. Prompt 9, don't ghost me. Story, right? I lost countless deals because I never followed up. I am a horrible follow-upper because I feel like I was always bothering people and I never knew what to say. ChatGPT has completely changed that. That and the fact that I do not care anymore because nobody died. If somebody tells me no, nobody died. The worst thing that can happen to you is you die. And getting a no or being rejected or being ghosted is not going to make you die. So, basic prompt. Write 3 follow-up messages if someone doesn't reply. And they could have nothing to do with what you were asking them for. Just keep the conversation going again or trying to, right? So you could just say, an example would just be you send a text or an email like, hey, quick tip based on your last Facebook post that I saw, or saw a trend, thought of you, right? Advanced tip. After ChatGPT gives you the follow-ups, ask it to build a 2-week schedule. Day 1, text. Day 3, email. Day 7, DM. Now you're politely persistent without being the desperate guy who spams 12 emails in 2 days. And we all know that guy. Don't be that guy. We're not trying to be pushy, but we're trying to be relevant. We're trying to be top of mind so they don't forget us. Just because they didn't respond yet doesn't mean they're not going to. And then I talk about this. Prompt 10. The got any friends? The referral ask. Listen, 2 referrals have turned into $500,000 in clients because I asked. 2 of my biggest clients were me asking for referrals from somebody else. So your basic prompt, write me a short message asking a happy customer if they know anyone else who could use my help. So an example would be like roofer. It could say, ask about neighbors. If you're a candy store, ask about parties. Gym, ask about friends. So advanced tip there would be referrals are awkward. So let ChatGPT draft you 3 referral program ideas, like discounts, freebies, gift cards. Like that's what you would bribe your friends with because people love free stuff. It doesn't have to be much. You can give them a gift card to Starbucks. You can give them a gift card to your store if you have a store. People love free stuff and they're much more willing to help you out and give you a referral if they're getting something out of it. That's just how the world works. That way, you're not just asking for a favor. You're offering something in return. And trust me, people just love that more than they love you, unfortunately. Okay, so here's the recap. Who's your customer? What's bugging them? What do I even post? Cheap marketing ideas. Make me sound smart. The catchy emails and text. The talk like a human. The handle the nose. Don't ghost me. And got any friends? Beginner tips get you started. Advanced tips make you sharper. Stop being scared of ChatGPT. It's just words in a box. Nobody's going to know about it. And those words can bring you customers. Want these prompts copy paste ready? Comment prompts. Want to watch me use them live? Hit subscribe. $0 marketing, free robots, real results.